Communication. I'm going to read Robots' Rebellion by David Ikes. The Earth needs rebels and HAM Esperanto, amateur radio Esperanto, because all that is necessary for evil to triumph is that good men do nothing. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step, and a transformation of human understanding can begin with one thought and one rebel. Every improvement in the human condition has come from someone pushing against the tide and speaking out, no matter what the consequences. That person is within all of us. Rebellion and the desire for positive change is at the heart of the human spirit. I believe it is time for some straight talking. We are a race of robots. By that I mean most people don't have a thought in their heads that has not been put there by someone or something else. We have become a race of programmed minds which can be persuaded to believe and do almost anything as long as the drip, drip, drip of lies and misinformation continue to bombard us through our political system, the media, religion, schools, universities, and by infiltration of our consciousness by a universal source which wants to turn planet Earth into a zombie prison, aka Satan. But slowly at first, and now ever more quickly, we robots are awakening. Instead of merely accepting a daily diet of mind control, more and more people are seeing the world in a new light and asking questions that have never been asked. The veil is lifting and the robots' rebellion has arrived as we are beginning to unify worldwide. In 2009, the forces of control are preparing to enter the final phase of their plan to take over the planet and the human race. Humanity has been gripped by a spiritual amnesia which has taken us down a dark and dangerous path during the 20th century, for which we are now in the process of escaping, or maybe not, depending on the choices we make. Most of what you are about to read and hear will not be new to you. You already know it. Those who are moving along the road to unity and discovery are the ones who are leading the robots' rebellion. It is vital for the future of the human race for as many as possible to wake up and set out on that same journey. Only by triggering and expanding a connection with our higher levels of being will we be able to unite and defend ourselves. We stand on the threshold of indescribable and incomprehensible changes. We cannot know exactly what will unfold because humans are affecting the details with every passing minute, but we can be sure that nothing and no one will be left untouched by what is happening on this planet in the 21st century. I believe these changes are the harbinger of a far, far better world than the one we see today. I think it was Voltaire who said, "Those who believe absurdities can be persuaded to commit atrocities." Humanity over many centuries is living proof of that. We must unify now using amateur radio Esperanto and build smaller decentralized government with more mature citizens worldwide. We can do it. But you ask, what is rebellion? Jeers don't make a rebellion. Others see rebels as those who wage war against the state. I'm sure those in Iraq or Afghanistan who daily kill and maim others think they are rebels. But they are merely puppets of the Luciferic consciousness and the Brotherhood network working through both sides. The rebellion of which I speak does not involve armed uprising or violence of any kind. It is a rebellion against indoctrination and mind control, a refusal to be programmed for a moment longer by the values imposed upon us by other generations and by the super robots in politics, economics, science, religion, and the Brotherhood network. Thinking for yourself and having the confidence and courage to live what you believe, that is rebellion. From this will come in every aspect of life changes on the earth. Such rebellion will show itself in this transition period in a refusal to cooperate with the system and the Brotherhood elite. Awakened people will seek ways to disconnect themselves as much as possible from dependency upon its destructive delusions. They will have the courage to speak loudly and confidently, for they will know that our robots' rebellion cannot be stopped. It is not for me to tell people what to do. I have no desire or stomach for that. But I support the campaign of non-cooperation and peaceful resistance which is gathering force around the world. I believe it will continue to grow. And through the use of this free CD pack of computer movies and programs, you and 100 million others can learn to read, write, and speak amateur radio Esperanto in a few days' time. But understand that the three most important words here are peaceful, determined, and constant. We need to protest, but with unity in our hearts, because that is the energy we wish to spread across this world. Still, our love must not be blind, it must be streetwise. We must remember that in the warped world of the brotherhood, black is white and up is down. Remember this also. Your silence is their convenience. It is time to think, to take responsibility, and to speak and act against the silent, secret tyranny. The brotherhood even acknowledges the threat of their ambitions by individuals like me, like you, thinking for themselves and responding with action. Their printed plan says, from the Protocols number 5, we wish to discourage any kind of personal initiative which might hinder our affairs. There is nothing more dangerous than personal initiative. If it has genius behind it, such initiative can do more than can be done by millions of people among whom we have sown discord. One individual can make a difference. We are not helpless, and the manipulators are not invincible, nor the ills of this world insurmountable. It depends on your state of mind. Problems can be worked into solutions if we unite worldwide using amateur radio Esperanto to communicate. If we are going to return freedom to the earth, we have seriously harassed the system into realizing that we robots are not cooperating anymore. We will not be lied to and manipulated. There are billions of us and only a relative handful of them who operate the secret world government. They cannot impose their will on us forever unless we allow them to. Are you going to be a robot or a rebel? This is your choice, for there will be no in-betweens. Rebellion may appear on the surface to be the opposite of peace and love, but I don't believe that it is true. Through these CDs, I have strongly questioned the thought patterns which control economic, politics, the media, science, religion, and parts of the New Age. Some may see this as judgmental, but we are all responsible for what has happened, and we have all done things that have contributed to this mess. Speaking out against negative thought patterns is not being judgmental or unloving. After all, what is love? Is it loving to ignore what these controls are doing to people and to our planet? Is it loving to say that all is well and that there is no need to change what we do? Is it loving to avoid upsetting some people when by speaking out you may be able to alert others to the dangers and the exploitation? I think not. There are times when love is calling a spade and communicating and working together if that is what is needed for positive change. I have met many people who think that protest and direct action, even of the peaceful kind that I am advocating, is unloving. I would not agree with that, and I feel that unless we begin a campaign of non-cooperation with the system, we will allow the brotherhood elite to do satanic and deadly horrible things in the wake of our inaction. There have been some negative things running through these CDs and videos. They're scary, but they are not there to frighten. They are there to inform and alert. So have no fear. A new dawn awaits us if we act responsibly and together, and it will bring an end to such horrors. We are on the threshold of incomprehensible change if we are united, as we can raise our consciousness to a higher level of unity and harmony. When you think of all the wonderful things that happen in this world, even with the New World Order control system I've described, think what life can be like when the disruptions and disharmony is no more. That day is near. We will see the truth that humanity, if educated with maturity, is not evil or stupid, but loving, intelligent, and overflowing with the love and creativity which we are desperate to express. It may not seem like that sometimes, but there are reasons for this. As we know, the super-rich, powers that be, the elite, have degraded our spirits and minds, but the period of luciferic opportunity is almost over. We can help the earth and help each other as mature, free beings. Open your hearts, follow your hearts, learn to communicate over the internet with Amateur Radio Esperanto, and your life and all life on this planet will be transformed for the better. We are here to change the world. We have chose to awaken, and our time is now. We cannot and we will not fail. Learn to use the simple words of grammar-coded Amateur Radio Esperanto to communicate worldwide with text messaging or email on the internet. Using your computer and this CD pack of software, it will only take you a few days. And that small amount of time can be put to no better purpose than to unite worldwide and to resist slavery worldwide.